Now, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted by the liver transplant?
Double decarboxylase was processed normally, and ceruloplasmin and copper levels were normal, so no Wilson's disease.
Gastric content was negative for spores, so no mushroom toxicity.
And initial tests were negative for cancer.
Which cancer were you looking for?
Any of them.
We ran blood tests for ovarian, lung, and lymphomas.
Not going to tell you much. Her blood was taken after she was given immunosuppressants. They fight rejection. They also mess up our ability to get any clear readings.
Great battles kick up a lot of dirt. Obscure the battlefield so generals can't see what's going on.
So what are your orders, General House?
Sound the retreat.
How you feeling?
Is Max okay?
She's still unconscious, but her vitals look good. We need to stop all the immunosuppressant drugs which are protecting your new liver.
But if you stop the drugs, I'll die.
You're dead anyway if we don't figure out what caused all this. By removing any outside influences, it'll help us see what's really going on with your body.
So you did all this to buy me a couple of days, and now you're checking me back? Will it hurt?
As your body goes into acute organ rejection, your liver will begin to swell. That'll put pressure on. Yeah, it'll hurt. We can knock you out.
No. If Max wakes up, I want to talk to her.
Fever's 106. She's in full rejection mode.
Is that supposed to surprise me?
Her white count is normal.
Normal is not normal. She's been on steroids. The transplant team gave her a cocktail of immunosuppressants. She hasn't slept in over a week. Her white count should be in the tank.
Looks like the problem is some sort of infection. Probably caused a hypotension, shocked the liver.
We should stop broad-spectrum antibiotics.
Yeah, you might want to add some chicken soup. It'd be just as useless, but it's got chicken. We need to know exactly what kind of infection we're dealing with. What infection causes sleep disturbance, bleeding, movement disorder, organ failure, and abnormally normal white count.
What about tularemia?
Chest was clear. Tularemia doesn't cause movement disorders.
It would if she developed meningitis.
There was no ulcerations on the skin. With the bleeding, it looks more like leptospirosis.
Without conjunctivitis and elevated creatinine?
What about typhoid or some kind of relapsing fever?
Makes sense if we were in the Sudan.
You sure she hasn't been out of the country?
She hasn't even been out of the state in at least a year, neither has Max.
Maybe she lied. You talked to her friends, neighbors?
You don't know? Come on, if you don't stay up to date on my notes, where's your next article gonna come from?
Talk to the dog?
We're not as up on foreign languages as you are.
Has the dog been traveling?
I came from a breeder.
Where?
I don't know. A place called Blue Barrel Kennels. They only had the thing for like 2 days.
Blue Barrel is a kind of cactus. You see many cacti in Jersey? Want to see a magic trick? Oh no! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Is it here? No. What about here? There it is. Oh, it doesn't look anything like a nose.
That wasn't there this morning.
Get that to the lab and call a CDC.
Tell him what?
Maybe have a patient with the plague.
The Black Plague?
Looks that way.
Plague's carried by rodents, not dogs.
Where there's dogs, there's fleas. If they hail from the southwest, and those fleas can't tell the difference between prairie dogs and puppy dogs. A small percentage of plague cases present with sleep disturbance. Imagine an idyllic river of bacteria. It's not idyllic for her, but it serves my purposes. The steroids and the immunosuppressants acted like a big honking dam across the river. Physics 101, put a dam up in front of a raging river, the river rises. By stopping the immunosuppressants, we blew up the dam, and a 100-foot wall of bacteria flooded her lymph nodes.
We better find out where that dog is now.
After you restart the immunosuppressants, and fill her up to the eyeballs with streptomycin, sulfate, gentamicin, and tetracycline. Use a garden hose if we got one. Get yourself some prophylactic treatments as well.
I've got the plague.
Don't worry, it's treatable. Being a bitch, though. Nothing we can do about that.
We were gonna do it in Santa Barbara because of his parents, but then I found this beautiful hotel in Montauk and...
You're testing her for a brain tumor?
That's what I told her. You can chastise me after you look at the monitor. Look what's lighting up.
Lateral frontal cortex, Broca's area, so what?
I told her it was customary to talk during MRIs to relax. I spent the last 30 minutes asking her about everything in life that she loves, then hates, then feels any emotion about at all.
There's nothing in the paralimbic system, amygdala.
Because she's using the language part of her brain and bypassing the emotional. She can understand love and pain and empathy, but she can't feel them at all. She's a psychopath. Why do you want to meet her so badly?
Psychopaths always fascinate me. I think it's their cultural literacy and strong family values. Or is that Jews?
We're not gonna be able to get an honest read on her unless we figure out a way to get the husband out of there.
I got an idea. Can you get out of here? Thanks. It was the thanks that did it. Hi, I'm Dr. House. How long have you been a psychopath?
Are you kidding?
He's not.
Are you saying I'm like Ted Bundy or something?
Psychopathy can get a bad rap. Doesn't necessarily mean you're violent. Just that you're completely without conscience, you lack any normal emotion, you manipulate everyone around you, you're promiscuous, you lie pathologically. Any of this ringing bells?
Is that why you were asking me all those weird questions?
Yeah. Oh, you have Darwin to thank for that. She got the creeps around you. Which oddly is an actual medical phenomenon around psychopaths. Probably an evolved response to predators.
I'm sorry. You're really freaking me out. I have no idea what...
Relax. We have a duty of confidentiality, and you have an undiagnosed heart problem that could kill you at any moment. We believe that your mental abnormality is related to your physical one. So if you want to keep on predating...
What do you want to know?
Your coworker's story was true. You poisoned him.
No. I gave him a little Valium and an emetic.
You sure you understand what the word no means?
I've had them both before. Why can't he?
So you were just helping him out? I assume he was cool with the whole seducing and firing part, too.
Russ knew what he was getting into. He got sex every Thursday night, and I gotta take credit for his best ideas.
And what are you getting out of your marriage?
Same thing you get out of your job. Bill has a trust fund, and I have a prenup his parents made me sign.
Told you he was rich. She's not that weird.
I'm not so different than anybody else. Everyone I've ever known, my family, my classmates, the people I work with, they're all out for themselves. Difference is I could admit it to myself.
She kind of reminds me of someone I know.
Tell me about it. Some of my coworkers will insult people right to their faces. How long have you been this way?
Just how I am. You gonna cure my heart problems now?
So, psychopathy plus cardiac arrhythmia. Go.
I thought you were bluffing to get information. You really think they're connected?
Two rare conditions in one patient. It's a fair assumption they are.
Psychopathy is generally just genetic. Nothing you can do about it. And something that hits 30 years after birth isn't going to be connected.
There are diseases that could lie dormant that long. Hit her heart, warp her brain.
Maybe a handful of diseases.
It'll be super awesome when we find it.
Tertiary syphilis can cause pseudopsychopathic syndrome and cardiomyopathy.
Fits best. Start around penicillin, rule out Wilson's and Hashimoto's. Here's your handful. Wasn't so hard, was it?
Even if the tests are positive, you don't have to worry.
You're testing for syphilis, not a cold.
Honey.
At this stage, it's probably not communicable.
You think I'm worried about myself? I just want my wife to get better.
She might have caught it at birth, so it doesn't prove she was cheating, if you were worried about that.
Of course not.
How many weeks am I gonna have to...
You okay? Why is she coughing?
I don't know.
Do you want some water?
Are you threatened by me?
Not at all.
Well, you should be. You let him know what I told you, I will not only have your license pulled, I will sue you for everything I lose in the divorce. So the fun you get out of making those snotty little comments, is it worth $19 million? Oh wait, will you hold that look? I'm really bad at showing emotions. How's this? Thank
Thanks, baby.
Can I have your arm, please?
My arm! You broke it!
I'm Dr. Hadley. I'm sorry to bother you, but I was told you're Valerie's sister. I was just surprised you came to visit.
Yeah, so's the rest of my family.
I was even more surprised you got tested as a donor.
Wrong blood type.
But why? I mean, you know what she's like.
She's not that bad.
Yes, she is.
Our dad was a mean drunk. I was the older sister. I was supposed to stand up for her, not the other way around.
She protected you when you were kids?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, all of his crap and all of his abuse, it just changed her. It made her cold.
When?
We were wrong. Psychopathy is a symptom. I spoke to her sister. She wasn't always like this. She changed, and right around adolescence.
So, liver, heart, brain can lie dormant, and it starts at puberty. The raw food diet, you can go fulminant. Nuts are high in copper. It's Wilson's disease.
We ruled that out. No Kaiser Fleischer rings.
There's one other sign. I know there are lipstick lesbians. Are there nail polish remover bisexuals?
She's not supposed to be here.
As a doctor, you didn't say anything about her capacity as a beautician's assistant.
Her fingernail's blue.
Yep. Start our chelation.
What just happened? You're gonna get better. Your body has an inability to process copper. It caused all of your problems, even what's wrong with your brain.
And that's gonna change too?
It's probably rewired her neurons permanently by now.
But it's possible.
Maybe. Your vitals are up.
Treatment's working.
I'm not sure we can fix your liver, but we can definitely list you for a new one.
When you're better, we're gonna take a long vacation. You wanna go to Vietnam, one of the beaches, we're gonna get a hut, just you and me, nothing to worry about.
You're pathetic.
What?
I mean, when you had a suspicion, fine. But you know now. How can you be this pitiful?
You don't mean this. You're sick.
I'm not sick. I almost died and I still might. And who knows, maybe it's focusing my mind because the idea of spending the rest of my life with
Valerie.
you.
Why'd you do that?
Because he's pathetic.
He hasn't changed. But you have. Treatment actually worked on your brain. If you were still a psychopath, you would have just kept draining him dry.
What do you want?
You're feeling something.
What is it?
What do you feel?
I don't know. It hurts.
It will.
Your follow-up?
You must not treat him. Dibala killed my wife. She was a trade unionist. They took her from our home while I was at work.
Who took her?
Dibala's Youth Labor League. He pretends it's to get young people off the street, but he takes teenage boys from the provinces and feeds them drugs and alcohol and teaches them how to torture. They dumped her body in my yard 2 weeks later. They raped her. They carved inyenzi, cockroach, onto her stomach because she's Sitibi.
I'm very sorry, but I can't discuss other patients. You should talk to a lawyer, talk to the UN.
So they can sit and watch like they did in Rwanda. There are 2 million Sitibi. He's planning to massacre them all. His radio stations are talking about a final war to exterminate the cockroaches. He can't recover.
I'm sorry.
You paged me?
This is Amma. She is from our country, but she lives here now. We'd like you to use her blood.
For what?
She recovered from Lassa fever 2 years ago. Our health minister has advised us that plasma from one who has the antibodies is much more effective than ribavirin.
This is a signed consent form. Will you take her blood, please?
No. I want to do this. You understand that we will be using your blood to cure President Dibala.
I know. Are you from the Sitibi people?
I am Sitibi.
Did they threaten you in some way? Your family members back home?
Please let me give the blood. Please.
Do it. She's being coerced.
If she is, I'd rather have a needle prick on my conscience than the death of her family members.
20 years ago, these same Sitibi rebels took over the South. They massacred tens of thousands, and they would happily do it again. I'm trying to impose order. I'm trying to prevent a genocide. Genocide. My own son, my youngest, he is a student here. He hasn't spoken to me in years because of what he read in your newspapers. But what he read is not true.
What about your Youth Labor League?
There. I was at fault. I hired men who, in their zeal, stepped over the line. And there were abuses. But that will not happen again. Inject my IV with an air bubble.
What are you doing?
I will have another heart attack. No one will know.
Let her go.
You tell my colonel I'm a sick, dying old man who can't be trusted.
I didn't say...
You were trying to put a gun in his hand and point it at my head. The gun is now in your hand. That is a practical difference, not a moral one. If you want me dead, then pull the trigger. It is not so easy when you have to do it yourself.
Allison.
I guess I didn't want you dead.
If you touch my wife again, I'll kick your ass out onto the street. I don't care who you are.
I did her a favor. I showed her her true character.
She's a better person than you are.
She is too weak to act on her beliefs. That is not her fault. Most everyone is. Even my own advisors, my own colonel. All they do is negotiate and debate and sign treaties. They are appeasers. All the while we are beset by assassins and traitors, the scum.
The cockroaches? What are you going to do about them?
What is an enemy to you? Some younger physician who covets your office. In my world, there are dangers and bloodshed and death. And that makes you a man. And men make choices.
And your choice is to send bands of drunk, crazed children to massacre an entire people?
Don't ask me questions you don't want to know the answer to.
I saved your life. I deserve to know what you're planning to do.
Whatever it takes to protect my country.
O2 sats down to 88.
Going through the mainstem bronchus into the right upper lobe. Get them out of here.
No!
It's okay.
Bleeder.
Cauterizing.
Got it?
Yeah.
Get the paddles.
Going back in.
What is happening? He's bleeding into his lungs.
Charging.
Another bleeder. I can get it.
Hold on. There's a third.
God, there's a dozen.
Shock him.
Clear. Charging. Clear.
You want to curl up and cry. Lounge chair is a little more comfy.
I switched his meds. Thought I was wrong, so I took him off the antifungals. Put him on steroids, like you said.
You know what that means?
That was too late. I was right in the first place.
So, either you killed him by not having confidence in your opinion, or you killed him by being too attached to your opinion. If you're anything like me, and by the way you are, you need to know which.
He's under lock and key in the morgue. His government wants their own doctors to do the autopsy. They're taking his body out tomorrow.
There's a reason I hired you. You used to know what to do with a locked door.
Went down to the morgue to rerun the antibodies test.
We ran it twice.
Turns out I couldn't get in. They had an armed guard. But I saw this. It's a sign-in sheet from the morgue. Your signature. 9:45 this morning. It's right before you guys ran the test. What were you doing there?
Follow up on a clinic case.
What case?
You think this is really important?
One of the patients in the morgue was a 70-year-old woman who had scleroderma. You and Cameron, if you took that woman's blood, you could have messed up the test results, so we treated Dabala for the wrong disease.
Cameron had nothing to do with it.
You son of a bitch.
He was going to kill the Satibi. Every last one of them.
I don't care what he was gonna do. He came to us and put his life in our hands.
All the good we've done. Every life we've saved. It would have meant nothing if we just sent him off to kill hundreds of thousands of people. Look at the news. The moderates are taking over. There's hope for peace talks. You tell the world that I faked this test, Dabala becomes a martyr. The massacres begin.
I'll cover this up. I become your accomplice. You think you can guilt me into that?
If the cops are going to come for me, please warn me so that I can tell my wife first.
This isn't gonna turn me into some, like, drooling vegetable who wets his pants, is it?
It's safe. The magnetic pulses activate nerve cells, which will hopefully squelch the head pain.
Is there anything you can do about the other pain?
From bites?
Yeah, I mean, my face, my shoulder, my stomach. I mean, I could barely bend my fingers.
You're already on pain meds. Nothing more I can do.
Sure you can, man. Tell your homies to quit stomping on me.
I'll get the word out that you're a great guy.
So, do people watch what they say around you?
Because I'm black.
No, because you're gay.
Cluster headaches can persist for years, cause irritability or even hostility towards others.
You mean the illness is affecting his personality?
If these treatments work, it could...
Change him?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Oh, you must think I'm awful. Here, my son's lying in a hospital bed.
I'm pretty sure I get it.
I thought I was a bad mother. And I hated myself. Because I hated him.
What have you got for me this fine morning?
Blood thinners and TMS had no effect. It's not cluster headaches.
You're accusing the symptoms of lying?
Could be hemochromatosis.
Wouldn't account for the personality disorder.
Hypothyroidism.
He's not getting aggressive and lethargic. He's getting aggressive and aggressiver.
What about ruptured dermoid cyst?
Sorry, I just got dizzy there. I was expecting to turn right. It's Foreman's turn to be shot down.
The thing that Cameron said.
Way to think outside the box. There's no fat in the ventricles. It's cluster headaches.
Normal treatment didn't work. Abnormal treatment didn't work.
Good point, Foreman. But treatments don't always work. Symptoms never lie.
The only approved treatment left for cluster headaches is brain surgery, and that's not even a guarantee.
Back off, Foreman! If approved treatment doesn't work, we go with an unapproved treatment.
New research shows that a chemical component in the mushrooms...
Yeah,
can be
lots
used-
of technical medical stuff. So, when do I get them?
I went to college. I know about mushrooms. Friend of a friend shot himself in the foot.
They're not giving me a gun, Enid. Sign the consent form.
We'll be monitoring him, but cardiac arrest is possible.
Big E. Small N.
And if the mushrooms don't work?
The next step would be a type of brain surgery.
Oh, God.
Pain's getting worse. Need shrooms now.
In a garden of Peter, honey, don't you know that I'm loving you? In a garden of Peter.
Oh, yeah.
Nate, how's the pain?
Hey, it's Skippy, the bush kangaroo.
Your head, Nate. We need to know how the pain is.
What I got here is the opposite of pain.
That means you're suffering from cluster headaches, which means hopefully...
Man, you're hot. She's making me horny.
Deal with it.
Hey. You can't get me stoned and not close the deal. You'll regret saying no. Check it out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Hold it.
What are you doing?
He has undersized testes. So their secondary sexual characteristics are normal.
If you want to curry favor with me, avoid discussions of other men's testicles. Thanks. Focus on phrases like, you were right about the cluster headaches.
They're wrong about what caused them. Vascular problem in a major artery wouldn't cause hypogonadism.
Okay, what causes rage, headaches, personality disorder, and hypogonadism?
Where's Foreman?
He's mad at me.
Why?
No reason.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Male genitals are controlled by the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. We're not talking about Foreman anymore.
Kid's being pummeled at school. A couple blows to the head can cause hypothalamic lesions. You ever gonna talk about what happens when Foreman's gone?
If this were an employee-owned airline in Scandinavia, yes. It's not lesions. His temperature would be all over the map. Symptoms don't lie.
He's gone in less than a week, and you haven't even read a resume.
Doesn't he need to? The two of us can handle it. Craniopharyngioma fits the symptoms.
Biopsy the brat's pituitary. And let the record show I was right about the cluster headaches.
Forget it.
It's a straightforward procedure. We thread an endoscopic tube up through the nostril.
And cut something out of my brain? No way.
If it's a tumor, it could kill you.
Just give me more shrooms, okay? I'll be fine.
You only need my consent, right?
Yeah, but it'll be a lot easier if...
Do whatever you have to do.
You don't touch me, all right? You can touch me, just not my brain.
Nate, you gotta do this. I can't take it anymore.
My God, Mom, save me the melodramatic hand-wringing, okay? Loosen up. Get yourself coited.